Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link on this Monday afternoon. Breezy, warm, and very, very humid, about 3 o'clock. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect pretty much for the entire area now until 8 o'clock in the evening, though at this hour, as we're recording, as of 3 o'clock this afternoon, not much going on other than a few light rain showers. We feel as though the better chance for any thunderstorms, and perhaps strong ones, would be later in the afternoon and towards the early evening hours. So a lot to cover. Let me show you the Doppler radar. Now, keep in mind that we're recording this as of 3 o'clock. Of course, the radar changes every half hour, and so nothing out there as far as storms. Looks like you got a slightly heavier downpour out towards westerly, but these are not the storms that we're watching. Let me widen out the view. And it's actually the second line that's trying to form now out in southern Vermont, Albany, New York, getting ready to enter into the Berkshires, right down in here towards the Hudson Valley of New York. This is the cold front. So let's see, we can measure this, right? Yeah, so this is a good almost 100 miles to our north and west. So we're going to time this for very late afternoon and early evening, and we do expect some of these storms to intensify as they approach. So we do have a weather alert, and here's some potential impacts from some of these storms that come through. And again, this is late afternoon, early evening, heavy downpours, moderate risk of hail, high risk of wind damage due to straight line winds, not twisting winds, but rather straight line wind gusts. And while the chance is low, it is something that we'll watch very closely. That is the tornado chance. Notice how we didn't write the word none, but rather slight. There is a slight risk, and we do stress slight, but even a slight risk. Obviously, we want to bring that to everyone's attention here, and that is something that we'll watch very closely with our Doppler radar. So what we can do on the Doppler is look inside the storms to see if they're spinning, and that's usually a precursor that maybe a tornado is trying to develop. So that's something that we'll watch for late this afternoon and early evening. One ingredient you need for strong storms, a lot of humidity. And look at these dew points, super high, mid-70s. The air is extremely tropical, so the moisture is in place. And again, this is Providence. As of 3 o'clock, all is quiet, but things will be changing very late afternoon and towards the early evening hours. Here's a satellite and radar composite. Let me widen out the view, and you can see that secondary line forming very thin right in here. This is along the cold front. As this front tracks to the east, it will help to initiate some storms here later in the day. So area in yellow, Severe Storms Prediction Center has our area in a slight risk of severe thunderstorms. So on a scale from this color right here just means thunderstorms in general, not severe. But on a scale from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're at a level 2 out of 5 right in here, a potential for some severe storms. So when we get in real close, notice by 7 o'clock in the evening, storms are coming through. You can see this thin strip of red right in here. But watch how rapidly it pulls away. So by 11 o'clock midnight, they're pulling away from Nantucket and the Cape, and then we're clearing overnight. And this sets the stage for actually more comfortable weather, a less humid, dry, during the afternoon and evening. It's kind of a blend of both clouds and some sunshine. It looks fairly comfortable right on through early Tuesday evening. So noticeable change in the air coming up on Tuesday, and that is it's not as hot and it's not as humid. And then tomorrow night looking pretty good as well. So for the early evening hours, that risk of some strong storms, I think once we get beyond 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, we're doing okay, quite humid. And then decent day coming up on both Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon with a mix of clouds and sunshine and no more heat or high humidity. Temperatures, really seasonably warm where they should be, about 82 to 84. So wrapping it up, be weather aware as we have the potential for some severe thunderstorms late day, early evening. Keep in mind that while most locations will get a shower or thunderstorm, not every town or community will get a severe thunderstorm. If you do get a severe thunderstorm in your town, it'll get transitioned over from a watch to a warning. So you want to tune into our newscast. That starts very shortly at 4 o'clock on 12 News, right on through 7 o'clock this evening.